Hello, my friends. TeresaLouise here, and it is Sunday Sewing Chat. Welcome to the channel. Glad you could be here with me today. And so, everybody, welcome, welcome. Looks like we already have some people in the chat. That is awesome. And I can't tell if I'm really live yet or not. I hope everybody is doing well today. Let's see who we have. Looks like we have about 19, 20 people here. Oh, there I am. Finally popped up. Weird. Anyway. Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Hope everybody's doing well. We have Carrie. Hi, Carrie. And Polly. Linda Dollar. And Kathy. Brenda. Hello, everyone. And Joyce. Hello. Donna Bogart. Nancy. Cherie. Hi, Cherie. Gladys. Hello, Kim. Hello, Susan. You're out. Hello, Cindy. Okay, so I did finally figured out how to make a couple adjustments to the chat, to the live chat. So I think my moderators, and I'm sure the rest of you will appreciate this, I changed it to subscriber only. So you can only chat or comment in the chat if you are a subscriber and that you have subscribed for, I think I set it for 10 minutes. So let's see how that goes. The last couple of live streams, we've had some swarmers. People who come in and swarm the chat. They come in, and then they swarm out. And sometimes we call them trolls because sometimes they can be a little trolly. But for the most part, I think a lot of them are just, looking for fun. Let me put it that way. Looking for fun. So, hi, Shelly. Hi, Heather. Show some love for TeresaLouise and hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Susan. Hello, Karen. Hi, June. Hi, Shelley Clark. That is true. We are all a lot of fun, but you know what I mean, right? I'm not sure if I can't remember if what they called themselves, but it was something like swarmers. They're just kids, gamers maybe. Come in, see if they can cause a little rile everybody up a little bit, and then go off to another live chat. So anyway, so you guys are not going to believe this. Okay, I thought when I saw the weather forecast for tonight and tomorrow, I thought I would faint. Okay, it is supposed to snow. All right, here it is, June 16th. And yeah, we could get anywhere from 3 to 8 inches of snow. Up here in the north central Idaho. Yeah, and it is pretty cold out there today. I mean, I had to turn the heater back on, the furnace, warm the house up. I have the heater on up here because it was way too cold up here for me. And yeah, they had a winter advisory for my area. It's like, I thought winter was done. I thought winter was done. So hi Joan. Hi Jamie. Oh, hi Cindy. She says they're in the 90s in Tennessee. Yeah. Well, I don't think I would like it to be in the 90s, but I definitely am done with snow. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and then it's supposed to warm back up. So, of course, it'll probably be really warm when we have to go up to Lewiston for Brandon's doctor's appointments. Luckily, we will, and that's not this Monday, but the following Monday. Luckily, we have to be there pretty early, so that'll help. Um, it'll be a little, that'll help. And we usually take my Avalanche, and it has really dark windows all the way around, and which really helps too. And then, of course, I try to find some place where I park in the shade because we have to take the dogs. We're going to be gone all day. Don't really have anybody to look after them. And, you know, I'm not sure how long all these medical things Brandon has to do will take. And so, they could be in here for maybe 12 hours. That's too long. That's just too long. If it was like a 4-hour trip plus the medical procedures and stuff, or we would only be gone for about 4 hours, then I would leave them home because that's not too bad. So, hello, Suzanne. How are you today? I know, Susan, you're out. It was, I want to say about 38 right around there this morning here. So cold, cold, cold. Um, Shelley says they were in Lewiston over the first of the month. Yeah, we drove through there on our way to Coeur d'Alene, which is a beautiful trip. And all of the fields are just beautiful with that. I don't know what it is. It's a yellow flowering plant. It might be sorghum or something like that. Um, so everybody's just saying hello to everybody. And let me see if I missed anything. Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me of that, Joan. Happy Father's Day to all the papas out there today. Makes me really miss my dad. Don't get to call him. So just said some heavenly, happy Father's Day. It's kind of sad. I miss my dad. But I'm sure there's a lot of us out there in the same boat. Hello, Bettina. How are you doing? Oh, I didn't see any Model A cars. Dang, that would have been nice. Oh, that is awesome, Kim. Kim's going to have some grandkids coming. Way cool. Hi, Gloria. How are you doing? Hello, Kathy Klein. How's it going? Okay, so, what am I going to do today besides just chat? I thought about just chatting, but I really should do some sewing too. So, my dad has been gone for about 4 years. So, about 4 years. I don't think we ever, if you get along with your parents, I don't, I don't think we ever stop missing them, you know. I even miss my older sister who, passed away when she was 20 and I was 18. So we're talking a lot of years ago. Um, but I still miss her. So I don't think that feeling ever goes away. Anywho, let's not get too sad. Let's not get too sad. And I'll be crying. I don't want to do that on a live stream. Oh, wow, Shelley. He was young. Yeah, my dad was around 81. So, anyway, so happy Father's Day to all the daddies out there. All right. So, you guys may be tired of this topic or this project. But I'm going to work on my red and white quilt stuff, okay? Because I really want to get it done. And I don't know if you watched yesterday, but I was over on Katie's channel, Greenland Quilter, and I worked on it over there for a little while. And with the help of some of the people in the chat, I kind of changed my mind on a few things and added some other projects in with it. So the whole idea is to decorate the bedroom. So not only am I doing the quilt top with the red, white, and the gray, which it's a light gray, almost kind of silvery, really. But I did the pillowcases. Oh, darn it, I forgot to bring those back up. Pillowcases, pillow shams, a couple of little decorative pillows, and then I went down and I measured the dressers and the nightstands. Okay, so I'm thinking if I have enough of all this fabric, I am going to make a couple, well, there's going to be three. There'll be 2 dressers and 1 nightstand. So one of the dressers is like 41 by 18, another's 32 by 17, 22 by 15. Okay. So, and they can be a little bit smaller. They don't have to be like perfect fit on there, but you know. Then the other thing I want to do is another different set of curtains. So the curtains I have in there right now are kind of a purple lavender color. Imagine that, which those look fine with the Tula Pink Flutter quilt. They look just fine. But I don't think they will look too good with the red quilt. Okay. And I'm thinking if I make another set of curtains, then I want them to match other things too. I don't want to, honestly, do not want to keep making curtains for the bedroom, right? So I'm going to do the curtains in that fabric that I got from So Yeah, which is that light gray stuff. It's kind of a gray and it has leaves and all that stuff, and I think it'll be look fine with this red and white quilt. And this is the one that I thought about using for the back. Okay, so now don't you think that this would go with a lot of different things when you change the quilt out? I mean, it's kind of pretty mild, you know, color wise. A lot of things go, you know, a lot of things go with gray. So I think this will be okay. So this is actually a 108. So this is going to be, you know, more than enough to do 2 sets of curtains. Okay, so the curtains are 45 long by 42, and there's 2 of them, you know, so you can open and close. And that does not include the fold on the top. Okay, so I need like a 4-inch fold on the top for the rod, because the rod is one of those flat rods, and it's, you know, like 3.5 inches wide. All right, so this is kind of my topic for today, is kind of figuring things out without a pattern, you know, kind of like doing the math. And so you're just kind of, it's also like sew as you go and figuring things out, right? Of course, you know, you go and you get your measurements and then work from there. All right. The other thing I can do, you know, which I think I will have left over fabric for this, from this, is I could make some more standard size pillowcases, or king size pillowcases, and those would go with all the different quilts, you know, that I have, I think, you know, fairly well. So that's kind of my plan. So it looks like Susan's leaving. Goodbye, Susan. Have a good day. I know, Heather. No, not math. Unfortunately, we got to do a little bit of math, especially if we want things to fit right, right? So, you know, I don't try to be perfect. So for like pillowcases, pillow shams, that kind of thing, I don't mind if it's a little bit too big, because, you know, my pillows, they're either feather pillows, and so they're a little bit softer, or they're really puffy polyester type pillows. And those need a little bit more room. So making these pillowcases or pillow shams a little bit bigger would be better than too small. So I always try to err on the larger side of things. Okay. Same thing when I'm making a quilt. I would rather have it a little too big than too small. So, and even the curtains are the same way, and table toppers would be the same way. I would rather have them just a little bit too big, hanging over the sides of the dresser, than being too small. You know what I mean? So, hey, Rena, how's it going? Hello, Amy. Glad to see you're not napping. Hi, Liz. I'm not sure if I said hello to Joyce Blackburn or not, but hello. And let's see. Let me see. Okay, so if you guys going forward, if you have a question, put a heart in the front of your question and then ask. That way it'll pop out and I can see it. Also, there's a lot more in here than at the beginning. So just so you all know, I figured out how to make the changes to my chat, and so You do have to be subscribed for at least 10 minutes in order to say anything, make any comments in the live chat, okay? So, which I'm hoping that'll help with, the last 2 Sundays that we've had. Alrighty. Let's see. Tabletop cornhole, that's a fun game. They play down here at the local VFW all the time. Hi, Valerie. Okay, I don't see any questions yet, so that's good, I guess. All right. So that's what I'm going to do today. All right, so this is for the curtains, and then I did bring the quilt over here so I could show it to you again. But I'm not going to unfold it. It's basically this all over, except for it does have a border. And I put the border on. I didn't really need to. The quilt is big enough without the border, but I didn't want, if I was going to do a stay stitch for all of these seams anyway, I decided just go ahead and put a small border on there, and that'll help protect all those seams. Because if you don't, when you have this many seams on the edge of your quilt, they tend to loosen up, and then you have to fix a whole bunch of those, seams all along, especially when you take as long as I do to get this quilted, or maybe you're going to have it fold up and put away for a while. And, every time you touch it, you take the chance of breaking those seams open. So you either need to do like a 1/8 seam stitch all the way around your quilt, or put a border on there to protect the seams. That's what I do. And it's a lot less headache, because I hate to tell you how many times I've had to stop and fix a seam, when it's on the long arm even. And that's a real pain. And then you know what. Anyway, so here's the quilt top. And now, since I'm not using that other fabric for the back, I do have this other gray fabric. Also got this from So Yeah, like a couple of years ago. And it's gray, obviously, but it's from made by K Facet, okay? And this one actually looks a lot prettier on the back of this red quilt than the other one does. And it is so pretty, you guys. Isn't that pretty? And it is really soft. So be really nice, soft, silky feeling laying under this quilt. So there's that. I'm not sure how much of this I'll have left. If that quilt is 96 by 96 and this is 108, I probably won't have much. Not much, 10 inches. So that will be the back. All right. So, and I forgot to bring those pillowcases back up, but I'm pretty sure we worked on that, or I worked on that on the last live, and you've seen those already. So let me just move these out of the way. Be glad to get that on the long arm and quilted too. Oh, you do, Heather. Heather says, I have that. That's, yeah, it's Kate. I just took mine to the long armor. Awesome, Heather. Yeah, it's really nice. Really nice. Yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt, Amy, especially if you're not going to get it quilted for a while. And, you know, even if I am going to quilt it right away, I still, if I have a lot of seams on the edges, I either do, like I said, that stay stitch, and I just go ahead and do a whole 1/8 of an inch all the way around the quilt. As a long armor, I have had people who sew a temporary border on there that they don't necessarily want that piece quilted in there. It's just to help hold those seams together. And I think that was Brenda, right, Brenda? So she did that around her quilt to protect those, and I really appreciated it, I'll tell you, because she already had all those seams fixed. There was no problems. And then she didn't necessarily want that. I think it did like she did like a 2-inch strip or something. I don't remember, but it was great. So you can do that. And then she just removed that piece because she didn't need it after she got it back, I believe. So, hi Jess, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing okay. Are you kidding, Heather? I can't believe they put that in a mystery box. K Facet? Wow. Hi, Janine. How's it going over there in Retreat Land? Hey, Terry. Yeah, things aren't too bad. Terry, thank you. Okay, remember, if it's something you really want me to see, put a heart in there and I'll... Oh, retreat is over? Oh, I thought you had more time. That sucks. Only got to see a couple of videos from that, but it looked like you guys were having a really good time. Yeah, I was so jelly. It was a wonderful week. I bet. I bet. Wow. Yeah, that is so cool, Heather. Oh, that would be nice, Gloria. That would be really pretty. Hi, Jane. How's it going? No, not Jane. Why do I do that? Uh, Jan. Hi, Jan. Oh, well, go lay down, Kim. It's okay. No problem. It looks like things are going a little bit better in the chat. I don't see all those, I don't see the swarm. No swarm. So, okay. So I talked about getting all the measurements I thought that I would need, right? And I already did the standard size pillowcases, so we have that done. And so with those measurements, and I already started on the pillow shams, right? You guys have seen this. All right. So yesterday over on Katie's, I measured or did my calculations wrong. I did it backwards. And I kept thinking during that live, this math is not right. So, Yeah, that's right. From far away, Janine. I think that's exactly what happened. So, um, yeah, that's right, Heather. Math not matching? Exactly. So I redid my math, and this time I got my book out. It's grid paper, and I drew this on there and wrote down the measurements that this is. So a standard size, not standard, a king size pillowcase, when you're making that like burrito style, the measurement for that is 36 inches by 20. And so what I did, hey Susan, how's it going? That's okay. Hello, let's see, that one weirdo. Hi, how are you doing today? Um, okay, so this inside of the pillow sham is 24 by 14. And I measured my king size pillows. All right. So I did two things. I measured the pillow. Then I measured, you know, the pillow covers you can buy. They're just white. They have a zipper on them and they protect the pillow. I measured one of those. And so I got 34 by 20, 33 by 19, thereabouts. So for a regular pillowcase, you want that extra hangover, you know, so your pillow's not poking out, right? So 36, I would even do a little more than that, probably 38, because I really like the extra um, hangover or hang, you know, from the edge of the pillow. I don't like my pillow to show. In other words, okay. Um, but in this case, I want it to form the pillow pretty good. I still want to have a little bit of wiggle room. I don't want it to be too tight. The pillow shams that I made for the flutter quilt, they were too long and not quite wide enough. I mean, they fit, but that getting that pillow in there was pretty snug. So, with that being said, I know that I want, so if I go by, um, if I go by 34 by 20, then I know that I need 10 inches on the sides and 5 to 6 inches wide. And I want to use those 3.5 inch squares. So it's going to end up being just a little bit bigger if I use those, which is totally fine. So on the sides of this, I'm going to have to add 2 rows of the squares and only 1 row of the squares on the top. Okay? And then what I will do is remeasure. And then if I just need a little bit more or a little bit less, if I need a little bit more, I can just add a little border and not another whole row of squares, right? If I need a little bit less, I can just shave off a little bit. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Hi, Joyce. How's it going? Hello, Martiza. How are you? Terry is sewing dresses for the girls. Awesome. For Dress a Girl. Hello, Barbara. Kate, how's it going? Hi, Kay. How are you? I don't know if you just got here or not, but I did set the um, chat to be subscriber only, and you have to be subscribed for at least 10 minutes before you can say anything in the chat. And that was just to help prevent, all those either trolls or swarmers. Okay, so that's kind of my plan on that. And I haven't measured this other stuff. I still have panels. So one of these panels is going to be a table topper. And then the rest of the other panel, I'm going to make into a couple of little throw pillows. Okay, so I have that. Then I had leftover blocks. And I'm thinking this one is probably long enough for one of the dressers. And I'll just add a border around there to whatever measurements I end up needing. So I have that. Then I have 2 more blocks that aren't done, or that were extra. Now I could sew these 2 together, and that might fit for the other dresser. I'll have to look at my measurements and see. But definitely I'm not going to take those apart. If they don't work for that other dresser, then I might just make some throw pillows out of these. That would be really cute too. And then during Katie's live, I cut up all these squares. So I'm ready to sew. Those are 3.5 inch. And I still have fabric from this project. All right. These are enough to go back on the shelf. They're at least a fat quarter or more. But if I need them in this, I can still use it. If I don't, then I can just put them back over there with the rest of my fabrics. These I would really like to use, but I could do the same thing. I would probably call it a fat 8. It's a fat quarter, but the long way. No, it's supposed to be, I think, 8 or 9 inches. 9 inches. So it's about 7. But I could still put it in with the fat quarters, This one is the same way. All right. So, all right, now we're going to sew these. And the other thing that might happen is they might not fit correctly on the ends, like they might be overhanging a little bit, and I'm just going to trim that off. So if that last piece needs to be cut off, say at 2 inches, I don't care. I'll cut it off, All right. So that's kind of my plan. Hey, Lori. Oh, just got back from sending off the granddaughter. Yeah, exactly, Valerie. It does not have to be perfect. These are not going to go in a quilt show. Although I might be able to put them in the quilt show. I don't think a lot of people, unless you put it in a real quilt show where it's getting graded and you want a ribbon, I don't think anybody's really looking at, all your measurements, right? I don't know, Joyce, if that panel is available somewhere. I'll give you the information on it again. Let's see. The fabric line was called Scarlet Stitches in White Linen, and it is by Henry Glass. And let me see. Let me see what the panel says. That was one of the fabrics. Okay, it says the same thing. Okay, this panel says patent number 2704P like Paul. Okay. 2704P like Paul. Scarlet Stitches in White Linen by Color Principle for Henry Glass. Okay? Hey, Teresa McBee, how's it going? So you'll have to look. Doesn't really have a date on it, I don't think. No, I don't see a date. I'll have to be sure and keep the salvage pieces, so because I think every time somebody asks me, and I need to be sure and write it in my book, my quilt book for this project. Okay, so let's get to sewing. Are you guys sewing today? Did you need me to repeat any of that, Joyce, or did you get it? Lori Clark. Cherie says she just finished a quilt today and it turned out pretty awesome. I'm just going to kind of cruise through here. So, Janine, are you home already then? Hi, Deb S. I'm not sure if I said hello to you. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, I think it's just Lynn. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Okay, getting ready for bed, but here for a little bit. Oh, I hope you're still here. Oh, and there's Irene. Hello, Irene. Hi, Lynn from Soft Squares Quilting. Hi, how are you doing? Well, I'm glad I went back through and looked. I think I said hello to Liz already. Okay. Oh, hi, Joe. I think I said hello to Gloria, but hello again. Okay, I think that's as far up as I can get. Yeah, I'm glad you caught me too. Hi, Shelby. How's it going? Sneaking in to say hi. Are you at work? Yepers, I got home a couple of hours ago. Awesome. Are you pooped? Did you party hardy all week and now you're exhausted? Wow, coffee tastes good. Okay, I'm just going to set these squares out. Even though I want it scrappy, I don't want the same two to be right on each other, so I still kind of set them out. So it's organized scrappy is what I call it. All right. So I have these, which are really pretty. And then I have a variety of the dark reds. And I have these. And I actually didn't use these in the quilt itself, but that's okay. And then I have all of these gray silvery colors, which did get used in the quilt. I wonder if I shouldn't use these right next to this. Let me set it out and see. That's really gonna fade out, you know. Of course, if I don't use them, and then I'll have a whole bunch of those. You know, I might even have a little bit, enough of this fabric left over to make a little quilt. Thank you, Teresa. Yes, that's right, Kay. Sounds like my intentional randomness. Exactly. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Janine says, a lot of late night sewing. I finished one quilt top around 2 a.m. Wow. Yeah, Teresa, I saw your message on that, the Annie looks like your daughter's lab. Okay, let's get to sewing. I'll turn this a little bit. And I better turn the iron on. See, it's been 45 minutes and I haven't sewn anything. I'm a yacker. What can I say? I can't quit drinking that coffee. Let's see. I think I'm going to separate my, I hate to do this, but I don't want my dark reds variation to be touching each other either. So I have several different reds here. Oh, that one definitely is too short. Okay. So that'll go in the scrap bin. I don't think that one doesn't look right either. Hold on here. Nope. That one's not right either. Isn't that funny how you can just tell after you've been working with a certain size for a while and you can just tell that something's off, you know. Those were probably at the end of the strip, and so I didn't catch them right away when I cut everything up. Hi, Pam from Craft On and so forth. Okay, Lynn, have a good day. Thanks for popping in. It was good to see you. It was so good to see you. Probably don't want to hear my singing. So I'm not too sure about this one either here. Oh, looks all right. Brandon and I went over a few days ago and got the camper out of storage and brought it back up here so we could get it cleaned up and ready to take it out on the river. So we could do a little camping and fishing. Two of my favorite things. Yes, I'm going to take my little sewing machine with me. And because, you know, it doesn't hardly weigh anything, so much lighter than this monster here. And right now they're catching steelhead on the main river that I want to camp out. But now that it's going to snow, you know, we're going to have to wait. Anyway, I want to take the camper and leave it out there for however many days. I think you can camp in one spot for like 14 days. So leave it in the spot and then we can come and go. It's not that far, but I will not have any internet. Unfortunately, I think the cold weather did something to the laminate flooring and it's all puckered. It doesn't look like it got wet. I just think it was from the cold. I'm not sure. Brandon's out there right now looking at it and seeing what we need to do. We do have a bunch of laminate flooring that looks like hardwood flooring. So we're thinking about just taking out the other laminate that's out there, which is like, you know, the big sheets like you would put in your kitchen or whatever. And so hopefully we have enough of that. That would look really nice in there. So, hi, Cheryl. Yes, it's June. It's not July yet. It's June, Lily. But yes, the weather report says we're supposed to get early tomorrow morning and off and on throughout the day, possibly 8 inches of snow. Can you guys believe that? 8 inches? 8 inches. Oh, you found one on eBay? Awesome. I know. Wow. All right. So I got those separated. Got a lot of these gray ones, so I think I'll start with that. Yeah, I looked up the weather today and it said winter advisory, and I'm like, what? Winter advisory? So then I looked at it, and sure enough, it said 3 to 8 inches. 3 to 8 inches. Unbelievable. Here it is, June. It has been pretty cold the last couple of days. We had to turn the furnace back on. If it does snow like that, Annie, the dog, is going to be very happy. What do I have here? Because she loves the snow. So I'm just going to chain piece these. Chain piecing is just, you know, picking these up one after the other and not breaking the thread until the end. It is bonkers, Heather. 90s in Arkansas. Yeah. Oh, and New York is under a heat advisory. I wish I could send the snow your way and you could send some of that heat for me. Yeah, I think I would rather have a little bit of more snow than all the heat. No, I haven't gotten a pedal yet for that featherweight. Um, but for the little amount of sewing that I'm going to do while I'm camping, it doesn't matter so much because I'm also going to take some hand sewing with me. I'll probably do that and maybe a little bit of cross stitch. You know, I don't want to take too much out there with me. And plus, like I said, we're not going to be, you know, that far from home. 25 to 30 miles is all. And so I can always come back and get another project, right? Yeah. Hi, Florence. How's it going? Yeah, it was like, I want to say around 38 this morning. I would just like it warm enough to where I don't have to use the furnace. 94 feels like 101 in central Alabama. Yeah. What I hate more than the heat is humid heat. Oh my God. Ugh. I don't mind the dry heat because I kind of grew up on that, you know. But humid heat, you can keep it. Oh, ugh. Sorry, guys. Kind of tired today. I got two different colors of fingernail polish. Alrighty, let's see. I did something to my hand last night. I'm not sure. Hi Donna H. How's it going? I think I slept on it wrong, so, you know, it just kind of strained right there. Yeah, Heather, I wish I would have mowed the lawn a couple of days ago um, before all this snow and rain and all that comes here because by the time it dries out enough for me to mow it, it's going to be pretty thick. Hi, Elaine. How's it going? So blessed by Jess. Hello, Jess. Says high 80s in central Nebraska. Yeah, it's crazy weather we're having, you know. Part of the country is just raining and flooding. The other parts are too hot. And then you have me where it's too cold and other places. Oh, northern Arizona. Really windy and hot. I bet that was really fun, Janine, seeing Susie and Julie. Of course, all the other ladies too, but just that I haven't seen Julie or Susie on the Zoom in a long, long time. Of course, kind of have to go to Zoom in order to see people, right? Yeah, you all looked like you were having fun, that's for sure. Hello, Robin. How's it going? I'm just sewing up 3.5-inch squares so I can attach them to my pillow shams. Actually, I should hang one of these up so y'all can see it, right? Mm-hmm. There. That's what I'm working on. That's going to be pillow shams, king size. And I have all my, if you're just joining, all my parts cut out. Just random sewing. Oh, I bet she is a doll. I would love to meet her. I'd love to meet all of you, for that matter. Hi, Tony. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Robin Boyd. How are you doing? Oh, did I said hello already. Sorry. Got to meet Mama Nancy, Becca's mom. Yeah, I saw her in the video. I mean, she wasn't really trying to be in the video. She was trying to hide, but okay. I'm going to put these two away because they're not cut right. Put them in the scraps before I use them. Yeah, I would love to go to one of the retreats one of these days. So Brandon and I are thinking about selling that fifth wheel camper we have. That's one of the reasons why he wants to redo the floors. And I would just like to get like about 24, maybe 28-foot motorhome. One with slide outs would be really nice. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I would love to have that before we go to Lewiston and all the other things we're going to have to do for Brandon. I would find a trailer park and just rent it by the month or something. That'd be a lot easier. Love the star on my right. Oh, thank you. That is the project I'm doing with Kay from the Purple Wall, and it's Festivals and Fireworks by Pat Sloan. Oh, Robin's going to a sewing retreat with T Quilts. Awesome. Yeah, I hear people have a good time over there with T too. Is that going to be up by Missouri Star Quilt or someplace in Missouri? Like she had, I think she had it last year up there somewhere. I don't remember. Yeah, Pat Sloan's a lot of fun. St. Louis. Okay, thank you. Just says, love Pat Sloan. I follow a few of her sew-alongs. Yeah, that one there is from a couple of, was it last year? Yeah, I think she did that last year. And Kay and I were going to do it last year during with the so long, but it just didn't work out. So we're doing it this year on our own. Well, her and I. Oh, Cherie says we have an RV and travel to Missouri this summer. Otherwise, it's in an RV park. Yeah, I would like to go to the Quilt Con next year down in Arizona. Oh, that would be nice, Janine. A trip to Missouri Star. I would like to go there too. I actually would like to take a trip, go to the Oregon coast and go down a ways to California, um, Northern California. And because I've been to Southern California, I don't need to go back down there. And then drive along the southern borders, do that in the wintertime, and then go out east and then go up north, head up north, and then during the summer months, come back along the northern border. I think that would be a lot of fun. Family reunion in southern Missouri. Oh, that sounds like fun. Okay, Terry, I'll watch that. Thank you for letting me know. And Math Geek is planning on QuiltCon 2026 if all goes well. That would be fun too. I would love to go do that. Yeah, it's on the bucket list. And then I would do like look at the map and look for interesting places to stop because one time I took a trip and we went just for the fun of it, and every time we saw a historical stop, you know, along the road, you know, there's those big signs. We pulled over and we read them, took pictures, and we read them. And, you know, whether we never planned on doing that, but we did. Every time we saw one, we stopped. And sometimes if we saw a museum when we were going through a little town, we would stop and go, if the museum was open, which they're not always open, we would go inside. And that was so much fun just to, you know, go along and do things and really have no plan, you know. I think Brandon and I would either go, um, the main plan is we don't drive more than 6 hours. That would probably be our plan. So I would try to find places where we could stop within a certain amount of time, right? Because when we drove from Oregon to Tennessee, his legs got pretty puffy from driving. Ooh, coffee and cookie break. That sounds good. Heather will go to QuiltCon if it ever comes to Dallas. Paducah is great. Yeah, I've heard that, and I've seen lots of pictures. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kay. So if you have a channel and you want Kay to put your channel link in there, just put a heart in the comment so she knows you would like to have your channel link in there, and she will give it her best shot. Thanks for doing that. I don't know if the bot is working. I know, let's see. So Heather, the debt-free quilter, would like hers, and I don't think that bot is working. What do I need to do? I probably need to sign out and sign back in. Make sure he's still in the studio. I don't know what the heck's going on with that. Yeah, when you travel, you need to limit your driving time. Exactly. Cherie would like her channel put in there too. Or Sherry. I like to say Cherie. Okay, let's see how many I got. All right, so I'm just going to move some of these out of my way. I still need a lot more, but... Oh boy, I'm tired, you guys. Oh, don't catch my yawns. I came about this close to canceling the live today. I'm sorry, you guys, because I just really needed a nap. I'm like, no, talk myself out of it. I'm like, no, just go on up. You'll be fine. You can do it. Carrie has a channel too. Katie calls me Sherry. Okay. But she also said, that's fine. Cherie. Sherry. Do, 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 do. So, all right. There we go. Now, I'm not going to press them yet. But I'm going to open them and see how I want to put them together. Because, like I said, I don't want two touching. Lori Clark said hello, Terry. Oh, I think, thank you, Terry. I think, looks like Kay is getting it, but thank you. Alrighty, let's see. So I'm just going dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. That's all. So what is everybody, I have cookie fingers anyway. Oh, that's right. Eat your cookies. What are you guys working on today? Anything fun? I wish I had cookie fingers. Maybe, M&M fingers. M&Ms are good. Oh, that's okay, Kay. I need to fix that bot. Okay. I'm working on a child's quilt, says Donna H. I'm working on a red, white, blue table topper. That's from June. Hello, Amanda. She's not fun, helping hubby fix a leak in a well pipe. That does not sound like fun. Janine is, I'm resting from sewing retreat, putting on new nail stickers. Oh, that sounds like fun. I have M&Ms as well. Does it work if you hide them on yourself? No. Lori, barbecuing is done for the day. Finish it tomorrow. I can't bend over anymore. Oh no, Lori. She's getting old. What kind of cookies are we eating? That's, well, if I was going to eat them, I would either have peanut butter. Those are my favorite. And, or chocolate chip. I also really like snickerdoodle. Terry's having chocolate chip. Polly is knitting a tank top. Oh, wow. Joe is sewing. Snack drawer needs a refill. Kay likes the no-bake cookies. I never was crazy about those. My older sister loved those cookies. She used to make them all the time. I think she made them just because I didn't like them. So I wouldn't want to eat very many. You know, I forced myself because it was chocolate, but I usually only had about a half of one. don't know why I didn't care for them, but we all have our own tastes. Teresa, Carrie makes the best ones. If you come our way, bring you some. Oh, that would be good. She makes good snickerdoodles too. Yeah, that sounds good. You know, I've never made snickerdoodle cookies. I had to look that up. Janine loves molasses cookies. Ooh, popcorn sounds good. I would like some popcorn. Donna does not like no-bake cookies either. Chocolate chip for her. And Heather needs to make one of her besties a B-Day present, but she's making dinner. Oh, I bet. Janine's daughter works at a bakery and they have fabulous molasses cookies. Oh, that, Polly says, too hot here to bake or cook. Ginger snaps. Oh, yeah. Brownies and ice cream. Yeah, that sounds good. Cream cheese cookies. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. All right. Let's see. I need to get more variety here. I think I got busy talking and I sewed a bunch of the same ones. Me? Busy talking? No way. Also, this one is so light. Sewed the wrong sides together. Yeah, ooh, cream cheese cookies. Is there a recipe for that? That sounds really good. There used to be like, I want to say like an Irish butter cookie or something like that. I just cannot find the recipe for it. I know it's mostly butter because it is so buttery. And you make them kind of like little drops, and I think they made them around Christmas time. They were so good, and I cannot find a recipe for that. And I've gone through my recipe book and cards a dozen times, and I know I used to have the recipe for those. No can find. It was either Irish or Dutch or something like that. But they were kind of, like I said, buttery, but they're a light colored cookie. So they've got, white sugar in it, I'm sure, and flour, of course. I don't know what all, but they're just really buttery when you bite into them. My great grandmother made sour cream sugar cookies. Ooh, that sounds good too. Joe says, you had me at cream cheese. It's simple recipe to bake. Yeah, they're kind of like shortbreads, but they're not hard. They're kind of soft like a snickerdoodle. Not crunchy at all. Ooh, that sounds good. Cinnamon lemon sugar cookies. They're not snickerdoodles. That does sound good. Last week I did a couple of recipes that called for like lemon lemon zest. It was on a shrimp dish I made. And I was really surprised about how much I really enjoyed having that little bit of lemon zest on there. Yeah. I didn't realize how good that was until I had it. Because I usually don't have, lemons hanging around, but in the summertime, when the lemons are on sale, I buy them. I scrub up the outsides really good, and then I cut them all up into like little 1/8 inch wedges, and then I put them on freezer paper, cookie sheet, freeze them. Once they're frozen, then I throw them all in a zipper bag, and then I can have like frozen lemon wedge in my iced tea or lemon water or whatever. So when the recipe called for lemon zest, I just grabbed one of those out of the freezer and, shaved the lemon. Worked great. Like, man, I should have thought about this a long time ago. Hi, Mona. Hi, Denise. Oh, I'll have to look. I have the Betty Crocker cookbook. I'll look in there. It sounds like what I'm talking about. Okay, I will look. Okay, Terry, he's going to hide the rest of the cookies. Yeah, everyone is craving sweets. Exactly. Oh, yeah, you bet, Shelby. It works really good. And then, it when you put it in your iced tea or water, it helps chill your drink down too. So, so everybody, say hello to Mona. She said, yes, a lot of flavor and zest. It sure is. So good on shrimp. Oh, that sounds good, Heather. I won't say it out loud because she said, shh. Oh my goodness, it's almost 3:30, you guys. I'm going to get up for just a minute, walk around. I'll be right back, okay? Gotta run. Bye, Joan. Dinner at the daughter's house for Father's Day. Yes, happy Father's Day, everybody. Cream pie, yummy. Yeah, I agree. Oh boy. Well, it hasn't rained or snowed yet. Still kind of chilly out there, but I'm thinking what I should do after the live is put on my winter coat and go mow the lawn. It's pretty nice out there. Yep, stretch break. Exactly. Oh, stretch that back. Kay is still offering to put in channel links if anybody's interested. Mona is eating a Snickers, and I'm eating peanut butter M&Ms. I just got to make sure not to chew it on this this side. Yeah, I kept picking up the same light color. All right. One of these. Just got busy talking and didn't even think about it. I thought about joining in on the ornament thing. But the ornaments I like to do are the styrofoam ball with the little fabric pieces. And that one kind of takes a while to do. And it's hard to teach if you don't have multiple camera setups. Because you really kind of need to get up close to see what's going on there. But I am pretty, would like to see what everybody's making with the Christmas ornaments. Oh, thank you, Susan. Susan said she could help put links in. She's on the computer now. I appreciate you ladies doing that. Okay. Let's see what we got now. Obviously, I'm not going to get this done today. I should probably pick out little projects to do with you guys on Sundays. Maybe I'll start doing that. I'm not sure what yet. You'll have to let me know. It would need to be something that we could get done in a couple of hours. Okay, that one looks good. And I thought about working on the art quilt today. I was watching, if you're a member over on Ian's channel, he came on, did like a pop-up live. He's visiting with Leo Ransom, who it does art quilts. And they did Lady Gaga. It was very interesting. Very cool looking. And Ian did an awesome job. Okay, this one can go here. I was very impressed. That is the off-kilter crafter Ian. I like what he says at the end of his channel. Um, at the end of his live, he says, remember, normal is just a setting on the dryer. Which is just so true. He's a kick. Yeah, they were, Terry. Very amazing. They did a wonderful job. Hi, Mary. How's it going? I'm going to try and make something with Goober's pictures. That's a great idea, Mona. Leo is an awesome guy. Yeah, he seems very friendly and nice. Sheila did the class with Leo. Oh, really? She said, I appreciate the art, but he assumed that everyone had taken his class before, and so it was very confusing. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah. One thing I learned right away in training, because I used to be a trainer, is you always ask people, have you ever done this before? Kind of get a feel for your audience. But I would think if you're doing a beginner class, you would, start at the beginning. Mary, I am in north central Idaho. That would be about 3 hours from Lewiston, south of Lewiston. That's the biggest town in my area. But I'm also really high up in the mountains. I'm going to look through here real quick. See if there's any questions or anything. I'll be glad when I get this tooth taken care of. Okay. I got to remember to look in that Betty Crocker cookbook for that. Through the cookie recipes. Okay. Alrighty. Another sip. I did get the block done from the Sew Sampler box, block number 2. Peaceful Baskets. I got that one done. I'll show you. They're like 17.5-inch blocks. I haven't squared up the outside yet, but I probably won't do that until I have all the blocks done. Alrighty. Let me see what this measures out to. All right, that is a little over 24 inches, which is what I need. So I need, let's see, I need 2 more on this one for the opposite side. And I'll save that one for the sides. All right, so put these two together and move these out of my way for now. Then I can press those. How about the primitive one, believe it or not, still sitting downstairs. I should have worked on that today too. It is, I haven't done anything to it. I did get a message from Primitive Gatherings that the next box is coming out. And so, yeah, I need to get that one done. I probably should have brought that one up here and did that today because I could have showed you how to do paper piecing. Because I used triangles on a roll for that block. Alrighty. And there's that one. So I'll go ahead and get these pressed. Yeah, me too, Jamie. Plus, I'll get some soft caramel candies in there, which are delicious. Okay. Okay, there's that one. I'll do this one. All right, I am going to show you what I'm going to do here. Let me, because these borders that I just did are going to be a little longer than this inside of the pen, the pillow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and fold it together, and I'm going to find the center. Okay, I'm going to find the center on that, and then I just like to use my little friction marker and mark that spot just right at the end. It's going to come off anyway with the iron. Otherwise, it'll be right in the seam too. Okay, so I'm going to just mark that. Then I'm going to take, because I don't want more on one end than the other. So I'm going to take this one, find the center on it also, which in my case, it should be right on a seam, which it is. And then I'm going to center that up on that mark that I just made. Okay. Alrighty. And then I'm just going to pin that. Now, the reason why I'm doing it that way is because I'm going to have to cut a little bit off of this border on this end and a little bit off on this end, and I want that to be about the same. So then it'll look fairly even. And I don't have to cut off too much. There's hardly any that I have to cut off. But if I started my sewing right on the end and then sewed it all the way down, then I'd have to cut off this end quite a bit more, and then that would look, in my opinion, more off. More off. Is that a word? Hey, Martha. Teresa, just going to watch and lurk, working on Scrappy blocks. Okay, Joe. Sounds good. All right, so I'm just going to put a little pin here and there. And when I put the side borders on, I'm just going to do that same technique. No big deal. And when I pressed this border's seams, I just let those lay whichever direction they wanted to go, because I'm sewing this on a straight border, so it doesn't really matter because I don't have any seams to match up. So now this border hangs over just a little bit, but I still start my sewing out here on this edge. I don't start in here. I start out here. I am new to the chat. Hello from Southern Michigan. We are having sweltering heat. Well, Martha, I am in north central Idaho, and it's getting ready to snow. So, yeah. Hope you stay cool where you are. I also like to sew whatever side has the most seams on it up, so I can see the seams and make sure they're laying the right way before I sew over them. You're watching on your Kindle, Susan? I didn't know you could do that. Huh. I think I need a better Kindle. Hey, Frank. How's it going? Good to see you. Lurking with my pineapple blocks. Hope all is well. Frank is working on pineapple blocks. That is a pretty block. I have those pineapple papers from the Fat Quarter Shop. One of these days, I was thinking about using those. Texas is still preheating. Oh no, Heather. Joe said she had 50 degrees when she got up at 5 a.m. Yeah, I had like 38 or something, right around there. And I just sew right off. So, yeah, well, we have people welcoming Martha to the chat. All right, so that's the first border. All right. Then what I do is press that, and you're going to notice that your seams lay the way they want to, right? And that's the way I'm going to press it, the way that the way it wants to lay. Oh yeah, Nancy, how are you doing with your Juki? Okay. So when you trim that off now, this piece, what you could do is fold that back over and follow this other border here and trim that off. But that's not the way that I like to do it. So I'm going to move this camera down so you can see. I leave that out like that, lay it down, and then take your ruler and line it up with this outside of your border. And you want to make sure, if you have other areas that you can line up, do that. Like I have this inner border here, I can line that up, line this up, and then I line that up. And yeah, I just make sure I have multiple areas to square up. It just seems to work better for me doing it this way. It's sometimes doing it the other way, it'll be a little wonky because this border might be a little wonky. And you want to take care of that wonkiness when you can. I use a Brothers PQ 1500 SL. It's very similar to that Juki that a lot of people have, only it is about half the price and works just fine. I really like this machine. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing to this other side. We'll make sure I'm squared up with a couple of other pieces and trim that off. And now I probably trimmed off, what, 1/4 of an inch on each side. And I don't think you can really tell that much difference between here and here. So that worked out pretty good. All right. So I'm going to have this same type of border on the other side, and then this side has to have two borders, and then it'll be the right size. No, I didn't embroider those blocks. Those are a panel. I have a couple of people asking how your Juki is doing, Nancy. That new Juki machine that you got. Thank you, Mona. All right, so I'll get that other border on there. So I'm just going to do the same thing. Fold this in half. Find my center. And I'm smashing that fold down with my fingers, but that's not always easy to see. So yeah, see, I lost it already. All right, and then I'm going to just mark it a little bit with that pen. Yep, okay, that's the right spot. Okay, then do the same thing with my border. Pin it. Hi, Judy. How you doing? Pin that in the center, and then I just put a couple of more pins in it just to hold it there. I don't put a pin in every seam, but I'm a pinner. It's just easier for me. I make too many mistakes otherwise. So I just take the time to pin. All right, here we go. Like I said, whatever side has more seams, that's the side I keep up, face up. That way I can make sure my seams don't get tucked in the wrong way. I watched a video the other day on the Liberty box from the Sew Sampler. Did anybody here get that? And I was just a little bit jelly, only because it had Lola Batik, her 4th of July fabric line in it. But Susan, did you watch that? I thought it was so funny because they had Fat Quarter Shop had these in there, only they were blue. And I thought, oh my gosh, that is so funny. I didn't hear what she said that the retail value was for these, but yeah, you guys can, you know, don't have to get them from a fabric store. But so you put these on your rulers, and then you can hold on to that. I like it on my big ruler. Anyway, I thought that was funny. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Shelby. That's all I'll say. I won't say any more. I thought everybody had that by now. Oh, arrives Monday. I'm sorry. My bad. And I will just say that I won't tell you what the pattern is, but it is cute. Oh, Susan's is aqua. Okay. Totally worth $8 if they're purple. $8 at the Fat Quarter Shop. I wonder if they did they have the Fat Quarter Shop name on them? Your box shipments are slow. I should have warned you. Should have said spoiler alert coming. So I apologize for that. All right, there's that one. What you doing, Willa? That's not a healthy spot to be in, baby. Yeah. You get your toes rolled over right there, you know. Do you need to go outside and go potty? Huh? It is 4 o'clock. I know. You've been up here for 2 hours taking a nap. Yeah. Back to just watching. Everybody's saying hello, Willa. Yeah. Everybody's saying hello. Yeah, you're a little sweetheart. I bought her 2 new balls the other day. They're really soft, Nerfy type balls. She really likes them, and they're a lot softer in her mouth than those hard tennis balls. So. Plus those Nerf balls. Well, the tennis ball works too, but to play with them in the water, she loves that. Alrighty. All right. That is working pretty good. And I'll trim those up. Yeah, Annie tore up the little soccer ball. She took a chunk out of it, so I took that away from her. But Willa's pretty good about not tearing them up. She wants to be able to play with them, you know. But I definitely had to take it away from Annie, the little brat. 'Cause she would have just kept chewing it up. And I don't want her swallowing that stuff. You can't find them over at the Fat Quarter Shop? Oh. Then I wonder if they were a specialty item or something for the Liberty box only. Okay, that looks pretty square. Square enough. Yeah, that arm hurts. My wrist hurts. All right, so that should be pretty good. Let me measure that, see what we got. Hopefully I don't have to add another border. So it is almost 20 inches. And my funky math, it was about what I wanted. Between 18 and 20, I think is fine. So that'll work. And, all right. So the next thing is to put the side borders on. And those need to be 2 borders. 2 of those. Then that one should be done. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to back these with. See if I have enough muslin in my stash, because they'll have to be quilted. I'm going to quilt them on the long arm, and I'm probably going to do like I will probably just follow the design on these, and when I make pillow shams, the inside, you do it just like you do you know, a sandwich, a quilt sandwich, but I usually use muslin for that inside fabric, and then I still need another fabric for the outside of the pillow. I think what I am going to do is cut out my curtain fabric and then see if I have enough of the leftover for the backs of these. Or I might, or I have a whole, pretty much a whole bolt of white on white. I might like that better. I might just do that. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look through my stash and see what I have. So, Susan got the Liberty box too. Oh, I'm sorry, Susan. I shouldn't have said anything. Me and my big mouth. Sorry, guys. Oh, thank you, Kay. Yes, I do have an old sheet. That's a great idea. That would work for the back of the sandwich and for the back of the pillow. That would be better than using my precious white on white fabric. I like that idea. Donna Dixon says she likes spoilers. I do too. I go and watch them. I even, every month I say, okay, I'm not going to watch that sampler box opening, but I still watch it. I'm like, oh, you know. But by the time I get my box, I've kind of forgotten about a little bit of what is in there, so it's still a surprise. You have a distraction in your room? Would that be Moxie? Oh, you cringed when I brought it up? Mm. Okay, well, you guys, I guess I'm going to go. Let me see what Kay said here. Yeah, that's going to be Candy. Hello. That is going to be a pillow sham. Yep. 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 Oh, Candy. Let's see. What year is my featherweight? 1951 October. It's a Halloween edition. Oh, that is true, Kay. Kay says sometimes you have a perfectly good sheet that a four-legged friend might have chewed on a little bit on part of it, but there's still, plenty to salvage. That is so true. Oh, my live stream stopped for a second. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay. Alrighty, well, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to say goodbye to everybody, and then I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Because it's time. I've been on here for 2 hours, right? Still didn't get this done, but that's all right. I'll get it done sooner or later. I love these colors. So pretty. So very, very pretty. So, all right. So I will let you guys know either in the community section here or over in Facebook. I'll do both places. If it snows, I'll take a picture. Okay. If it snows, yep, I'll take some pictures and put those in there so you guys can see that it snowed in June. Good night, Brenda. Sweet dreams. Have a wonderful week, Linda. Bye, Joyce. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And so until next time, and you never know when I might pop on, because I would like to work on the art quilt cookie dog. And so I would like to get back on that. I didn't like the way the eye turned out. It's too big, and so I need to redo that. So, but anyway, thanks for joining me. You guys take care, and I'll see you all next time, okay? Love y'all. Bye.